What's going on, family? What's going on? Your welding coach checking in. In today's class, we are working on MIG welding in all positions. They're doing flat, vertical down, overhead, and horizontal. And they're also doing uphill. So they've been working on a few different things. They're getting their skills tuned in, mastering the technique of doing the MIG welding. And I actually saved that process for last. So I teach stick welding first in all positions, and then we go to flux, and then we go to the MIG welding process. The last thing we do is do an introduction to TIG, but it's just an introduction, give them some knowledge, allow everyone to do some TIG welds in the flat position, but we don't have a full course on that. But we will help you get sufficient in stick / flux / MIG, which is where everybody is going right now, especially economical. It's more economical to weld with the MIG / flux core wire because you don't have a lot of downtime as far as changing rods and things like that. So they're using the flux core in the field and also in the shop. In the shop, they do dual shield. In the field, normally time it'll be self-shield. Sometimes they have some dual shield out in the field too, depends on the conditions. But in the shop, MIG welding is where it's at, from post-MIG to regular MIG. But they're really doing a lot of MIG welding processes as far as fabrication. So as of now, for those who are in Arkansas, you can start off as a welder around $16 and get up to $20, between $16 and $20 from getting out of class. Depends on where you're located at and what company you're trying to work for. They have down south, south of Pine Bluff, they have a company down there called Safe Holland. They always hire welders. So for those who are willing to go down south in the Dumas area, McGee, Lake Village area, they have a company down there that's always looking for welders. And in Little Rock, you have a few different companies, but one of the big companies here who actually take our students is Avco Steel. And then we have a company in Conway called DGB, I believe, if I'm saying it right. But they also acquire welders too. So we're in Little Rock and we teach, and the students be able to finish the program here and they can find some nice opportunities. We had another client come up last week from Benton, Arkansas, and they work on dump trucks. And their goal is to hire some of our welders coming out of school, and they do MIG welding. So the goal is to help people get set up for fast track deployment. So that way they can go on and start making money and changing their lives, because right now it's all about getting over the hump. And we understand how hard times is right now, the cost of living, the cost of products are going up and getting higher and higher. So we got to compensate for those things like that. And learning a trade like welding can be able to help you dive into the process a little faster. So, you know, think about that when you're diving into it. Welding is actually a skill that can really help you, family. It can really change the game for you. So for those who are thinking about learning how to weld, check out the Goodwill Academy off of Scott Hamilton Drive. That's the Goodwill Academy off of Scott Hamilton Drive. 16-week program, family, where you will learn stick, flux core, and MIG welding in 4 positions, but we test you in 2, help you get your OSHA 10. We also do some cutting, torching, and some plasma torching. So all in 16 weeks, family. 16 weeks can change your life. 16 weeks. Tell a friend about a program. Hold on, family.